dwell in unity, peace and liberty, plenty be found within our borders. Justice can only be a shield and defender if there is democracy. Then may we live in unity and love each other. No discrimination on the basis of gender, ethnicity, race, or religion. Unite all the Kenyan people, all the 46 tribes of Kenya. Give them equal opportunity in terms of education, in terms of employment. Don't discriminate against your fellow Kenyan because he does not come from your tribe. And that is what Ogolla believed in. And that is what he showed. And that is how he even worked wherever he worked. It is, Your Excellency, tragic that we are studying today. But he has also shown, just as in life, in death, he also said he wants a simple burial and be buried as quickly as possible. This is in line with the traditions of our own African people. Commercializing burials today is not African, it's un-African. People used to be buried either the same day or the following day when they died. Burial or funeral was not an enterprise as what it has come today. So he said he wanted to be buried the way it is, without a coffin, soil back to the soil. A great Kenyan patriot. So, Your Excellency, I want to conclude by saying that because of the manner in which Ogolla died, a lot of rumors are flying around all over. We want these rumors to be put to rest. And this can only happen if there's a thorough investigation to tell us the cause of the death, how that plane came down. But also, Your Excellency, this is also time to take a relook at our equipment and our military. Because you have seen a number of these accidents over the last 5 to 10 years. There's been so many of these crashes. We want to put this to an end so that we can save lives of our people. Finally, as we lay Ogolla tomorrow to rest, I want us to remove the stigma, Your Excellency. Because I knew this man very well. General Ogolla would never have contemplated or thought about going to Bomas of Kenya to force Mr. Chebukati to alter the results of last general elections. So we want this to be removed and to lay him to rest. Rest in peace, our brother and my uncle, General Ogolla. Thank you.
Your Excellency, again, under your guidance and permission, allow me to invite the Prime Cabinet Secretary, Honorable Musalia Mudavadi, to make his remarks. Invite the Deputy President, and the Deputy President invite you as the President and the Commander-in-Chief of Kenya Defense Forces.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, the First Lady, Mama Rachel Ruto, Deputy President, Honorable Rigathi Gachagua and Mama Dorcas, Mama Elaine, Ogolla and your entire family, my colleagues, and all dignitaries and friends and Kenyans here in this beautiful grounds and also watching from various quarters through the media. Your Excellency, mine will be very brief. First, with your permission, let me acknowledge the presence of several heads of missions who have joined us here today to bid farewell to General Ogolla. I have a list, I'll just mention their names, and I'll request that as I mention your name, you can be upstanding. First, we have the Embassy of the Republic of Azerbaijan, His Excellency Sultan Agama, the Embassy of the Republic of Portugal, Her Excellency Ana Filomena Rocha, Embassy of the Czech Republic, Mrs. Nicole Adamkova, Embassy of the Delegation of the European Union, Mrs. Henrietta Geiger, Embassy of Italy, Dr. Roberto, Embassy of the Sahrawi Arab Republic, Mr. Ali Amin Mohammed, Embassy of the People's Democratic Republic of Algeria, His Excellency Muhi Boumediene, Embassy of the State of Eritrea, Mr. Rain Rassom, High Commissioner of India, Madam Namgyar, Embassy of Ukraine, Andrei Pravedink, Embassy of the United Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Mr. Khalid Abdullahi Ali Salman, High Commissioner of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Mande Aliyu, Embassy of the Republic of Sudan, Abdul Rahman Mahmoud, Embassy of the Democratic Republic of Congo, Mr. David Chibanga Tishiku, Embassy of the Sultanate of Oman, Said Al-Amri, Embassy of the Republic of Iraq, Dr. Mohammed Hussein Hassan, we also have the Ambassador and High Commissioner of Ghana, His Excellency Damti Asare. We have the Ambassador and High Commissioner of Rwanda, His Excellency Gonga. We have Salim Al-Nakabi, United Arab Emirates Ambassador. This may not be exhaustive because we also have missions represented here, but not at the level of head of mission. And I also wish to acknowledge their presence. Your Excellency, mine will be very brief, just to stand with you and to stand with the family in condoling with all Kenyans and the military following this very tragic loss of the general and his compatriots a few days ago. Your Excellency, it has been said several times, but it pains not to repeat this. If there was a description of humility, an epitome of humility, then the general who has fallen is indeed a symbol of humility. But what is more interesting is that it is humility found in the military. Humility is a very rare visitor in the military circles, let alone being a resident in the military itself. So we have lost somebody who has now shed some light as to what can really be done to epitomize humility. Finally, Your Excellency, General Ogolla was a deep and brilliant thinker, not an emotional one. He was not impulsive. He gave very good thought to what he would say and what he intended to do. He was truly a deserving and befitting leader of the military. With these remarks, may his soul rest in eternal peace, and God grant his family courage and grace during this period and beyond. It is now my honor to invite the Deputy President, Honorable Rigathi Gachagua, to make his remarks, and thereafter invite you. Thank you.
The Commander-in-Chief of Kenya's Defense Forces, Your Excellency President William Ruto, Your Excellency our First Lady, Mama Rachel Ruto, the Prime Cabinet Secretary, the former Prime Minister, the Speaker of the Senate, the Chief Justice, and the President of the Supreme Court, the Vice CDF, the service commanders, all officers present, our men and women in uniform, Mrs. Ogolla, and your children and the family. We come here accompanying the President, first and foremost to condole with the family of General Ogolla. Again, we come here to condole with the KDF fraternity for the loss of their general, a celebrated and decorated soldier who has passed on in the course of duty. Your Excellency, as we condole the family and the KDF family, let me also, on behalf of the executive, take this moment to condole with you as the Commander-in-Chief of Kenya's Defense Forces for the loss of your CDF, whom you considered as a loyal and brilliant military strategist. Your Excellency, for the time we worked with General Ogolla, he was a very committed officer of the military. Besides that, the man was humble, pleasant, and amiable. He was also a very kind man. And when we talk to many officers who have served under him, they would give testimony of his humility and his kindness. Your Excellency, I was a beneficiary of his kindness. I remember late February this year, when I was in my office, I was informed that the Chief of Defense Forces, General Ogolla, is at the door waiting to see me. And I couldn't understand because I was not expecting him. He had not said he is coming. And in ordinary circumstances, if you hear the Chief of Defense Forces has come without notice, you sort of panic. And I stopped the meeting. I said, let the General come in. And I said, General, what brings you here? The General was holding a big card